Let's talk about how I set up my trading charts, specifically using Webull, who I personally use. If you're a beginner, I understand how easy it is to get overwhelmed. And sometimes it's just a question of, can somebody please just walk me through how to set up my charts in a very clean, simplistic way so that I can get started and not feel so confused. I remember feeling that way. And yes, charts can get very overwhelming, but I've been trading for over a decade now. And I have not changed. I want things clean. I want things straightforward. So if that sounds like something of how you want your charts to look, just clean, straightforward, or maybe you're someone that watches my YouTube channel and you've watched the live trade videos and you've always wondered, hey, I like the way those charts look, but like, how do you get them to look that way? That's what I'll show you here. So let's get into the Webull platform. So once you get logged into the Webull platform, you're gonna wanna come down here to this area, which is custom. And then you're gonna wanna come up here to, I guess we'll call it the widgets box. So again, right here, you can see it says custom, and then you're gonna wanna come up there, click on that, and then we're gonna wanna add in a chart. Now, right away, what you see here is not what I use, because I argue this is just way too cluttered. And I'm also gonna change this over to Bitcoin, because technically speaking, the market's closed right now while I'm doing this. So I wanna change this, what is it, BT? There we go, BTC. And now we can work from here. So the first thing, I don't need all this stuff here. I want it to be clean. All I care about is the ticker symbol and what time frame we're looking at. So you do that by dragging your cursor and putting it right over the ticker symbol. Then you'll notice you have a couple different choices here. But right here, you're gonna click on the one with the lines, and you're gonna have a choice. So I wanna get rid of the name. I wanna get rid of the adjustment type, the news indicator, and the alerts. So right now, all you see here is the information regarding Bitcoin. Now, normal stocks are not gonna have this mid-price thing here. So why don't I just show you that real quick on SPY. So you can see right there, SPY, there is none of that midpoint. It's just the ticker symbol and the time frame. So, but we'll go back to Bitcoin just because, like I said, I wanna do something where the chart's still moving around. So there you go. Next thing, I don't really need all this information. I don't need the open, the high, the low, the close, the percent. To me, that's distracting. That's just extra clutter I don't want. So again, bring that up here. Then we're gonna come over here, click on the three lines, and we're gonna get rid of all that stuff. Now I do care about the volume, so we'll leave the volume up there. And now we have that taken care of. What about our moving averages? Well, actually, let's come back to the moving averages, because as far as the chart itself is concerned, I don't like these grid lines. I'm not a fan of the prices down here. I don't like that line right there. Now, if you like that, totally fine. Again, just how I set it up. But to me, that's distracting as you can see the price moving up and it's just tracking it. And then the countdown ticker, they're a cool feature. That is just showing you when the next candle is gonna be done. So these are 1 minute candles. So a new candle is gonna start now. And then see new candle has started, and then notice how it started now from the 60-second mark. But again, to me, sort of distracting. I'm not a big fan of that either, so we'll get rid of that. But the way you're gonna do the majority of this is you're gonna right click anywhere on the chart, come down here to chart settings, and come over to the display. So the other thing I don't like the crosshair. Crosshair being, you can see how it's just the vertical line. Again, I don't wanna see that. That's just distracting to my eye. So right click, and I'm gonna get rid of crosshair, gone. As far as, where did it go? There we go. So the number down here, we'll make that disappear, and you do that by clicking on that one, or I should say unclicking it, because the default will be that it's clicked. So when I click on that, you'll notice that it's disappeared. I still do want volume, so I'm gonna keep volume on. Moon and sun, I don't know what that means. In the comment section, if you also use Webull, can you let me know what does moon and sun mean? I have no idea. And then I'm also gonna get rid of these things down here as I track those through other means. So for me, there's no reason to have those on the chart and again, create that much more clutter. So we can see we've made a little bit more progress. Those prices are gone, but let's get rid of these grid lines. That's one of the worst things. I can't stand those. So over here, click on appearance, and then we're gonna click on grid lines, and now you can see the grid lines are gone. Just in my mind, a such cleaner perspective, just nice and black. Now, as far as the candlesticks, pink. I don't know why that's a default on this, but I want for candles that are, where the price is red, well, I want the candlestick to be red, meaning it was a negative session during that. So over here, you can see custom color of candlestick, and we want to click on that. And right there, you can see that. Now, if I wanted these to be blue, I could click on that and notice how it's blue, but I want that to be red. So we have red, and then green, I want it to be a little bit different color green. There we go. So now we have more of a solid green and a red. Okay, maybe, well, Clay, it should be that green. Okay, cool. Go with that green. I mean, let's not get in a fist fight over what shade of green or red something should be. But point here being, I don't want it to be pink. I want it to be red. Okay, there, and then click on done. So we now have our candlesticks taken care of. Again, I don't like that line. I don't like the countdown ticker. So over here, countdown, I'm just gonna, so what I did was I came over here to this part of the chart, right click, and I'm gonna come down to countdown, click that off so you can see it's no longer counting down. And then, no, we have to do that from here, that's right. So now I wanna get rid of that line right there. So right click, chart settings, come over here to trade and, nope, access, I'm sorry. And then right there where it says the last price, I'm gonna unclick that and you can see the line has now disappeared. So now let's take a look at the moving averages. Now as a default, the moving averages, and I should also note if you want to come up here and just hide that, you can click on there and you'll see that there's no more number up here that flashes around. Same with the moving averages, but first let's fix these because the default is moving average 5. Let's come up there, click on that. And instead of the 5, well, I want the 50. And then you want to come up here, click on style. And for me, I always like a good purple. That's not purple enough. So again, we might need to get in a fist fight over what shade of purple. Here, how thick do you want the line? I want it to be a little bit thicker, so I'll click on that. And as I should note that as you do this, you can kind of experiment and see. So if you watch off screen, let's just make it really thick here. So right here, notice how thick it got right there, but like I said, I don't need that. So you can experiment. Maybe you want it to be dashed. I don't see any reason to do that, but I'm just gonna make it solid. And then I also wanna add in the 200 period. So come over here, click on 200, and then once again, come back to style, and notice how it says MA200 here, but we gotta check that, and I want this to be pink. Not just, I do not know where pink comes from, but I've been doing it for as long as I can remember now. And again, I want it to be a little thicker, so there we have that, and then click on done. But again, maybe, does this stuff distract you over here? To me, it does. So I just wanna hide that, whoops. There we go. So right there, hide indicator values. So it's kind of hard to see. There we go. So it's very hard to see, probably, especially, I mean, it's hard enough for me to see right here. And this is, so right there, there's a little arrow there that looks like this. I'll make it a little bit bigger in case you can't see it. So you click on that, and then you'll see hide indicator values. Click on that, and you can see those just disappear. And then we have a much, much cleaner chart. Grid line's gone. Everything that, to my eye, is a distraction is completely gone. Now, if you want to experiment, like I said, just right click and you'll be able to start to go about the chart settings. You can come over here, right click, and if you want to experiment with some of those, that's fine. But at the core, that is how I set up my Webull chart. And if you do not have Webull but want Webull, I would encourage you to use a link I'll put in the description box because they're always running promotions, and right now they're giving away free stock. But it really is a great platform. Like I said, use it for my charts. They're fantastic and they make it very straightforward, and they got a lot of good things going on. Now, I don't think I missed anything. If I did, please let me know, ask in the comment section, and I'll try to clarify if I somehow missed out on something. We're like, wait a second, Clay, but your chart looks like this, but how did you get it to look like that? But like I said, I think I got everything, but in the event I didn't, please just leave that in the comment section below. And also a note as far as the affiliate link is concerned, well, it is an affiliate link, so I will get something if you use that link to sign up, but so will you. Whatever promotion they're running, usually the free stocks or money or what have you. But it's an easy way to help out the channel for free. Just clicking on that link, like I said, it helps out the channel, and I thank you in advance for that. But if you don't want to, if you're like, no, you're not getting anything, then okay, don't use that link. But if you do want to take advantage of the promotion, use that link. You got to put in $100. Now, granted, the $100 is not to pay. You can then take that $100 and use it to trade with, but that's how you would activate the promotions. So that's how I set up my Webull charts. If you have any questions, let me know down below. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.